Welcome.
Good morning.
Good day.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to the Tuddy Buddy NFL podcast show.
Yeah, man.
My name's Nikolai.
I'm Andrew. I'm a co-host for the Tuddy Buddy NFL show.
We are co-hosts together.
Should we just say we're hosts?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a host.
Yeah.
Feels weird.
It feels weird.
Yeah.
It feels like anyway.
We both work together on the Tuddy Buddy show.
Yeah, and basically what we do here, we're talking all things NFL.
We veer every now and then, but I would say about 99% of our content is the NFL.
Yeah, I would call it like NFL Plus. Like you're going to get a little bit of extra.
Don't sue us. Don't do this whole remember the NFL game ticket or whatever?
No, yeah.
So don't sue us.
We're not associated with that at all, and I don't want to be.
No, but
guess what?
NFL
They're
Plus.
not associated with us, and they want to be.
Yeah, they reach out at least a lot.
So, listen, we have a couple things we want to cover today.
Should we cover our shout-outs first?
Let's cover our shout-outs. Do you have any?
I don't. Not today.
Okay, great. I have thought you did. I have one. A coworker of mine I might have disparaged on a previous episode. His name's Charles, and I never have said his name before on the pod, but I did refer to him in reference to talking to a coworker about college football, not basketball.
So
or
make
baseball.
sure you stay on point.
Yeah, sorry, I got confused. That's how little I know about college football. Is I could mix it up with any other college sport.
As far as we know, maybe the basketball players play football.
Yeah, and I had said, I believe it was on our episode talking about giving a rip and not giving a rip.
Which might not be available anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it is, but so that's kind of the secret.
Charles knows.
Yeah, it's a deep cut for Charles. I had said I don't give a rip about college football, and he did, and he had talked to me about it one day, and I kind of razzed him about that. And he is a listener, longtime listener. Listened to us on his trip to Europe on the flight.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And I gotta say, for a listener, I'll do anything in the world. And I do give a rip about college football.
And Charles.
I give a rip about Charles football.
Yes.
And
Me
his
too.
LSU Tigers, maybe?
I think it's the Tigers.
And how good their defense was in the 2010-2015 era.
Wow.
And I want to say I deeply apologize, Charles, and I can't wait to see you at work. And you're a great buddy. And listener.
Charles, I don't know you, but I appreciate you, and I appreciate the LSU Tigers.
Yeah.
And if you like any other college teams, I appreciate those teams.
Any other teams. It could be Gonzaga.
Yep.
It could be San Diego State.
Well, we're talking SEC. We're talking Big 10. We're talking Big 12.
Yeah. Pac West.
I don't know if that even exists anymore.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to brush up on college football. I don't know anything about it, really.
My shout-out is to the college football...
Hall of Fame.
No.
Okay.
The video game.
Oh.
I've been playing
NCAA?
I guess so, yeah. Like, it just got released again for the first time in like 20 years.
And has it been everything you wanted it to be?
Pretty much.
I know there's a lot of excitement and buzz around that game.
I'll just say I've broken records as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a wide receiver.
Wow. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Same. It couldn't be the same character, right?
No,
You've played multiple times. Okay.
I get the natty, as we call it, and then I quit and then I start again.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on
to the NFL.
Yeah, getting right into the NFL now. Just if you're like listening to these out of order, we're at the end of the 2024 preseason. You have a hot take.
Why? Okay, we eliminated one preseason week 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Can we just eliminate all preseason?
Yeah.
For real, though. I mean... It's so vanilla. It's like, oh, we're holding back. We're doing this. And if you want to see the real game, watch the scrimmages. Let's just keep it scrimmages.
Yeah.
Maybe have fans pay to go see those.
Yeah.
I don't care if you need to make your money. But I don't want to see on national television thirds, fourth, fifth string players.
I fully agree. I 100% agree. Honestly, it's like, just if you want to make the season longer to make up for it, why not? I mean, you're already...
Right, make it just week one,
making these guys play.
Make it 20 weeks or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. Make it a 20-week season. And then I like the scrimmage idea. If the teams feel like they need that time, then give that to them. Here's kind of the thing. We were talking off mic before this, and this is what I was driving the other day. This is what I said to myself. I said, the on-seasons are on-season. The off seasons are on season. I get excited about all the trades and all that stuff in the draft. And then preseason's kind of my off season. I just don't care about football at all during preseason.
Hang up the mic and the headset.
A couple weeks off. Kick my feet up. Drink a nice Modelo.
Well, yeah, we're not sponsored by Modelo, but if they
wanted to.
So I really like the thing I hate about preseason.
Yeah.
Is okay. Yes, you might have starters playing, but let's say the game starts at 5.
Yeah.
You get off work. You're home at like 5:30.
Yep.
You already missed any action you want to see.
Of course. Yeah, because all the good players already played.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
understand this is an opportunity for the young guy or like the backups to get a shot. But can they not see that in scrimmage? Can they not see that in practice?
I agree. And I also feel like part of why actually a really big part of why I don't like preseason is that the coaches also don't coach. Like they're not trying to win the games. So you don't get to see like the team's stuff. You don't know.
Like
it's honestly, it's baffling to me that they can even take anything away from it. Because for sure, like that's not how the team's going to play. So I don't know if those guys actually are going to be good because they're doing a totally different scheme than what they are going to do in the real season.
Right. It's just so
it's like, what does this even do?
Did you see Jonathan Taylor? He wears like the practice helmet in the preseason games.
He does?
Yeah.
Like the weird big one?
Yeah. It might not be the biggest one that they have, but he wears something like that.
Okay.
And I guess they can wear it in preseason, but they can't wear it in the regular season. It makes me laugh. He's the only one I've seen wearing it.
That's really funny, and I like that. I like that he's doing that. And also, why, if they can wear it in the preseason, why?
I think it just looks too funny. I think
it's really goofy, but it's more padding. I think.
I think it just shows that the NFL thinks it'll look too Mickey Mouse or something.
Yeah. Wow, what a weird whole thing's system's broken.
System is broken. I repeat, system is broken. The NFL preseason is broken and needs to be fixed.
Okay, I think that's all there is to say about preseason.
So yeah, I mean the preseason's pretty much come and gone.
Yeah.
We don't know anything different. I think we've seen some players play that we're excited about.
Yes.
Some that were like, ooh, not as good as we thought.
Do you think, as far as predictions, because, I'm going to pull back the curtain for the listener.
Yeah.
We're about to go over some predictions we already did previously.
Yeah.
And just say if our minds have changed. Does preseason change your mind on things?
I don't think preseason has changed it. I think... Well, somewhat. Like seeing some of the rookies play, it's like, okay, like it's validating. Yeah. But I think more than that, it's just the stuff we hear about coming out of practice and scrimmages.
Yeah,
and
same.
I think I'd feel the same way without the preseason games.
I think this is a silly example, but like I take more away from hearing that Keenan Allen has put on a ton of weight than watching a preseason game. I don't know why, but that's...
This is the headlines, right?
Those matter more to me right now than any preseason game footage.
So what we want to do is we want to go through predictions for this season.
Yep.
We've done predictions before preseason, before I think it was post-draft, but before like training camp.
Correct.
So now we've seen training camp, we've seen some preseason action. Let's go through these again.
Yep.
We'll start in the AFC North.
I love it. So our first team was the Ravens. We'll just start with the Ravens.
Yep.
You said they were going to go 15-2.
Yeah.
I said they were going to go 13-4.
I think they're 14-3 probably.
I think I agree. There. I think I like them even more than I did then.
So one reason I like them more is, I mean, have you heard anything? Because I haven't really heard anything about the Ravens.
And that's what I like.
They're good. They're set.
I don't want to hear stuff during this time of the year.
Yeah, they're not really playing their starters in preseason, so I think they're probably one of the best teams in the AFC.
I fully agree. I think a lot of people would think this of the next team, which is the Bengals.
Yeah.
So you were higher on them. You had them at 11-6. I had them at 9-8.
Yeah, I mean, I think they could be there. They could be much worse.
Uh-huh.
I think that's about the ceiling for them this year.
Okay. It's so funny because like the podcast that I listen to, kind of a podcast Inception.
Yeah,
they really are high on the Bengals. They think, oh, they're going to be so good this year. They're going to bounce back in a couple different ways.
They might.
I don't feel it. I don't feel optimistic. I feel
pessimistic.
I feel pessimistic, and I had them at 9-8. and I almost feel like it's going to go down from there. I think they might do worse than that.
So there's a lot of stuff going on. Jamar Chase is a little bit of a question mark.
Yep.
Joe Burrow has never been healthy for a full season, I don't think. Mm-hmm. Or if he has
I don't think he has.
So
this is his first healthy training camp of ever.
That's
preseason. Crazy. Yeah.
So I don't know. They might win that division, but I don't see it. But I agree. I hear it every day that they're going to bounce back.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't see it, but I don't know. We'll see. They could, like, if everything goes right, they're a good team. But I've never seen everything go right for them.
I think the Browns, who we have right around. Oh, you had them 11-6. I have 9-8. So I think they're similar to the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm going to retract what I said earlier. 11-6 was very optimistic. I really like their defense, and that's why I put that. But the more I think about them, I don't think their offense has what it takes to get to 11-6.
Yeah, a lot of question marks on the offense for me as well. I think they have potential, but the NFL is not about potential; it's about results.
Yeah, and here's a little joke. Something my wife doesn't hear very much. I was wrong. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I said it.
Nobody hears that out of your mouth.
Yeah, I don't say it often, but okay, 2 times today. Said about Charles, and I said it here.
Yeah.
Charles and the Browns.
Okay, let's move on to the Steelers.
Yeah, we'll go there.
I said 6-11. You said 8-9. I think 6-11 is about where they're going to be.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
Again. It's 8-9 is so optimistic. 6-11 I think is the right call for them.
It's just a mess, man. The offense is.
They don't have one.
But that's the other thing, though. We're talking about preseason.
Hey, you know what they say? What they always say in football: if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one.
You have 0.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty true.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
I'll get you one next time.
Okay, so in that division, I think we agree overwhelmingly Ravens are the best team.
Ravens number 1. After that, it's kind of a wash.
Yeah, it's a real wash.
Let's go to AFC East.
Okay.
Let's do it a little bit differently.
Okay.
Who do you have winning that division? You had the Bills. Do you still have the Bills?
Yes, I think so, and here's why. Because for me, it's between the Bills and the Jets, and I just think the Jets, in order for them to win it, they have a very injury-prone, older roster, and they would have to all stay healthy the whole time.
I think we might have to eat crow on the Jets. So I said 12-7. You said 10-7.
Yeah.
I think that 10-7 is the absolute ceiling. I think that they're going to be like mediocre.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I like 10-7 for them. I
think Dolphins.
They stay healthy.
Dolphins are the second out of that.
So where do you had them at 10-7 before? I had them at 7-10.
I think they're at least a 10-7 team. I think they're going to be better than the Jets. That's my bet.
Really?
Bet.
Is that like? Are you saying that like a Gen Z person?
Yes.
What does that mean when they say that?
Bet.
Okay, bet. I think it means like, yeah.
Bet.
But maybe
Dolphins.
If you're a Gen Z fan, maybe
tell us.
Maybe you can tell us what we're saying. I could. Okay, so here's the deal: the Dolphins could be that good, but also we've seen it now with them kind of consistently. They come out so hot. Mike McDaniel has some new scheme thing that blows everyone's mind, but then by late October, everyone kind of knows what it is and they figured it out, and then maybe injuries happen and they just don't play the same, and so that's what worries me about them.
History is history, buddy.
Yeah, I love the Dolphins. I would love for them to be great.
Have you seen the meme that it's like it took Mike McDaniels 2 years to become a
Miami guy?
Yeah.
I was just going to bring it up too, and it's one of my favorite things lately.
I just think, man, the Jets are going to be. I don't know, man. We're talking about a 40-year-old quarterback that's played 5 snaps in the last 2 years.
Yeah, and also there's no reason that he doesn't get injured again just as quick as he did last time, and we don't know if he's going to come back good.
Even if he's perfectly healthy, we don't really know what he is.
Exactly.
So Jets are the 3rd place team in that division. Market bet.
Wow, bet. Okay, we agree.
Patriots are at the end.
Patriots are a dud.
They might be the worst of the AFC.
You had them at 4-13. I had them at 5-12. Do we think
pretty apropos?
Okay. It's funny because I've heard people say they think there's more in them than meets the eye.
There might
Transformers.
Be. Oh,
but
yeah.
Oh, okay. You've got my interest now. But I don't think they're gonna have it this year. I think it's gonna be a year where they just need to be bad and build.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Let's move on. We don't want to talk about the bad teams. We want to talk about the good teams.
Let's get into it.
I don't know if there is a good team in the AFC South. I think Texans are number one.
Yeah. So for me, because you know me, I like the Texans a lot more than you do, I think.
Yeah, you have them at 12-5. I have them 9-8.
Yeah. So for me, they are the clear winner. I think just looking at what we had said before, I think I got pretty excited about the Colts. I had them at 11-6. I think that's probably a little bit maybe too optimistic.
Maybe.
That I think they could do it, but they would have to be really kind of hitting on all cylinders. You know.
So I was watching them a little bit last night.
Yeah.
And man, it's like at moments you're like, this is probably the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
But then I think Richardson is not going to be as good as people are saying it's going to be.
That's what I think people got so excited about him over a very small sample size,
like 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, and so it's like, yeah, he's probably going to have flashes of being phenomenal, but there's also, you just have to know there's going to be bad games too.
We all have flashes.
Yeah,
right. Sometimes this podcast is phenomenal.
That's true.
Not always.
Other times you listen to it, you go, this is kind of a dud.
It is garbage.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to these guys ever again, and I would encourage you to please listen to another one.
Yeah,
after that,
because we'll have another flash.
Yeah, we're going to have a flash of greatness.
So I'm a Titan fan.
Yeah,
I'm a Titan.
I know
guy.
you are.
I would love it if they disrupted the South and came out as number one, and I think they can. But truthfully, I think it's the Texans league or a division, whatever it's called.
Yep.
I don't think the Jags are going to do anything. I think they're going to suck.
Yeah,
I think the Colts
agree.
might suck.
I think it's possible.
And I think the Titans are going to suck, but they might be okay.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to call you on your BS right now.
Okay, go for it.
You're a Titans fan who previously projected the Titans at 6-11, and I projected them at 7-10. So you think they're better than that now? Is that what you're saying?
No, I hope they are. I hope they are.
What do you think their absolute ceiling is?
10 wins.
Okay. Yeah, I could see them being maybe sneaking into the wild card.
Yeah.
If things go right for them.
That could win them the South.
It's possible. I mean, they're not going to beat my Texans.
Well, the Texans might fall off.
No.
They might.
No.
Will Levis is a top 10 quarterback. Bet. All right.
Okay, so we have some conflict in the South. I like that. Yeah. One thing I was thinking about is that we agree a lot on a lot of topics, and so it's kind of fun when we find ones that we don't agree on.
Yeah.
Because I think we strongly disagree on the Texans, I think.
We should do some type of bet.
Yeah.
Texans, Titans. I don't know. Or maybe just AFC South or something.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to just do who wins? Are you just saying who wins the South? Because I'll easily bet the Texans. Do you feel confident in the Titans?
Yeah, I'm a Titan fan.
You want to just do $10?
Yeah, $10.
Done.
Titans are going to win the AFC South.
Okay, that's easy money.
Yeah, I'm just trying to prove I'm a Titans fan.
That's cool. You did prove it. I think you proved it a lot.
Okay, I might have to eat crow here. AFC West.
This is where I want to hear what crow you got to eat.
I said the Chargers are 15-2.
You did.
I don't know, man.
I'm glad you're getting there because I was preparing all morning to talk to you about this and say, we went too hard.
We went too hard. They've looked pretty terrible.
Yeah.
But they haven't had their quarterback.
Yeah, I think what that shows me or says to me is that they cannot afford to lose Justin Herbert.
No, it's like the team as a whole for offense is not good.
Yeah, they need him so bad. He's the only way they have a chance. And
also, don't get too excited. This is preseason. They're just running off the right tackle.
Of course.
Running off the right tackle.
Okay, so we'll go through. Broncos are going to be bad. I think actually Broncos will be better than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah, you had them at 1-16.
Yeah. So I don't have them as a 1-16 in my head anymore.
I think there's a world that the Broncos could be better than the Chargers.
I agree with that. The reason why I think that is that Bo Nix has shown that he can operate an offense.
Yeah, but
and not good, but like he can throw a screen, you know?
Well, I mean, he looked better than that.
Well, but that's what I mean. Like he can do all the normal things. I don't think he has any of the interesting things where you go, wow.
Like the Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. He's not that, but he can operate an offense.
Yeah.
He probably should be able to, because I think he's in his early 40s.
Yeah.
So
funny story. So I was watching one of the preseason games, and I'm not quite sure if I missed the picture, but they had like his headshot, and the announcer's like, "Oh, that doesn't look like a quarterback there. He's going to want to change that."
That's good. I like that a lot.
It looked like just like kind of a normal picture to me, so I don't know what.
The announcer just didn't like it. That's not a QB picture. Yeah. I'm just looking at a lineman here.
So let's say is it consensus that we think the Chiefs are going to take that division again?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll kind of stick to my guns. I'm going to say Chiefs, and then the Chargers are right behind them.
I think the Chargers will be the second in that division for sure. Yeah. I think
the Raiders might be worse than we thought.
I think the Raiders are going to be worse for sure than I had thought.
I had them at 3-14. I think that's kind of on point.
I had them at 7-10.
Broncos are going to take that spot.
I think so.
Raiders are going to take what you had.
Yeah, I have those two flipping. I think the Chiefs, I think they're going to do the same thing they did last season, which is
mediocrity.
They're going to look super mediocre in the regular season, and then they're going to sneak into the playoffs, and then they're the Chiefs again.
Yeah. Do we have a three-peat coming?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think they'll make it into the playoffs. They might even make a run, but it's hard to win a Super Bowl. I can't imagine 3 in a row. Seems crazy to me.
It's just a quick side note.
Yeah.
Did you see Tom Brady dunk?
No.
Yeah.
How'd he look?
There's some speculation that maybe it wasn't like a 10-foot rim.
Okay. Maybe some PEDs?
He looked good. He's 47, I think.
At that point, when you're 47 and you're not an athlete, I hope he's taking some performance enhancing drugs. Yeah. I hope he's that's like a gift to himself. I did it for all those years, and now
there's some buzz that he might want to come back. You think that's just all noise, or you think there's any shot? Like what if the Vikings or something? Someone that had.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Who does he go back to? What team? Because obviously he's not coming back unless he thinks he can win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't want to spend much time on this. I don't think he's coming back. He's 47 years old.
I don't think so either. And I don't think a team would do that. They would have to be so desperate.
What if Brock Purdy looks terrible?
I mean,
I don't want to talk about this, but
Shanahan would do it, I think.
I know he would.
And I think it would work, too.
Yeah.
I think they would win a Super Bowl.
All right. Well, just in case it happens, breaking news, Tom Brady to the San Francisco 49ers.
That was the coolest breaking news I've ever heard in my life. Very well done.
Woo! All right.
Okay. NFC. Let's get into the
North.
NFC.
Lions. This is a Lions team, baby.
Oh,
They're going all the way.
They are going. Well,
NFC North.
This is a hard division.
Bears, Packers,
here's
Vikings,
what I'm going to tell
Lions.
you. Bears are better than I thought they were going to be.
Caleb looks incredible.
Yep. Lions are great. No change there. I still think they're great.
I think they're great. I wonder if some of that toughness is not quite as there. I wonder.
Sure.
It's got to be hard to keep that intensity up. So we'll see what we got. We'll see what we got.
I still think the Packers are a great team, like a very good, very, very good team.
Yeah, I had them at 12-5.
I had them at 10-7, but I think they are at 12-5. And then the Vikings, not even by their own fault, are going to be the worst team in that division, in my opinion.
This might be the best division in the NFL.
I agree.
And it wasn't like this 5 years ago.
No. Big surprise. Like, can you imagine 5 years ago thinking the Lions were going to be one of the best teams in the NFL?
And the Bears.
Yeah. Insane.
The Bears are still a little bit. The script is not written. It's been submitted. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you got to. Hey, NFL staff writers, all the people writing the script for the NFL, take a look at my rewrites for the Bears.
Yeah, take a close look at what we have for week 16 through 18.
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch all of those teams really, but I'm bummed out by the Vikings now that we know JJ's hurt and out for the season.
It's kind of tough because we don't even really know if JJ was going to play the season.
Yeah.
But it's kind of sounds like they were planning on having him, so it's a bummer. He looked great in that little bit of preseason he got.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, wait. East? So who wins that division? Is it Lions?
Lions.
Okay, just want to make sure. I agree. NFC
It's a tough one though.
That one's going to go a lot. It could go a lot of ways. Me too. I'm a Dan Campbell man for life.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh yeah, life. You love Amon-Ra.
I like Jared Goff. Sue me.
Yeah, I'm not going to because guess what? I do too.
He seems just kind of like a little bit awkward, but like he loves his teammates. His teammates love him.
Yeah, and he's just kind of who doesn't love that underdog story? And like, I understand that he has flaws in his game. No argument there.
Everyone has flaws.
Yeah, that's right.
Even the Tuddy Buddies.
Not very many. Okay, NFC East.
All right.
Okay.
Commanders, Eagles, Giants, Cowboys. Who we got? Who's the top dog?
Okay, so before I said the Cowboys.
You gonna stick with that? Was CeeDee Lamb even gonna play this year?
This is a very difficult division for me.
I think the Eagles are gonna be top there.
So it's closer for me than it was. But when we did this before, I said Eagles are 9-8, Cowboys are 12-5. Way closer now. I think
both of them might be like 10-win teams.
That's what I think. And then obviously Giants are going to be horrible, like horrifically bad.
We both had them bad. We still have them bad.
And then Commanders will be.
I think they'll be kind of bad.
Yeah, I think like bad to medium. That's where I would put them.
Which we kind of had them there. We had them 7-10, 8-9. They might be a 6 to 9 win team.
Yeah, in my heart of hearts, I don't know who wins this division.
Well, just take a step. Bet.
I'll go Cowboys still. We
gotta disagree to agree to disagree.
Yeah, agree to disagree. And sometimes, as a podcaster, when you're making content, you stick with your guns. And my guns said Cowboys before, and I got to stick with it.
Well, my guns are saying Eagles right now. I'm going Eagles.
I don't blame you.
What's their slogan for Eagles is?
Go Birds.
Fly Eagles fly.
Fly Eagles fly. Go Birds. I think that
smack them in the mouth.
Their hashtag would be Fly Eagles fly, and I think their fans say, "Hey, go Birds."
Here's a hot take.
Yeah,
Nick Sirianni let go week 6.
And that helps the team, you think? They do way better after that?
Yes.
Maybe they falter a little bit up to that, and then...
I got sources saying, very good sources saying, we're going to see a veteran come in there and lead that team. That's all I can say.
It'd be really fun to see Belly in there.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything else.
Have his girlfriend on the sidelines. Just crush. And maybe even have...
I like calling him Belly.
Yeah, I like calling him Belly. Belly's fun. Yeah. And I think this is like a new... Ever since he left and has kind of recreated himself, kind of a media personality, new girlfriend, I think Belly is his name now.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's nice. It fits him.
And have his son on the sidelines licking his lips and stuff.
Yeah.
Doing whatever he does.
Is he coaching on the Seahawks or something? No,
I have no idea.
Jim Harbaugh's son, I think, is a coach on the Seahawks.
I knew that there was a Harbaugh on the Seahawks.
I feel like the Belichick son's, he might still be in Patriot land.
Yeah, I don't know. He's somewhere. I know he's employed.
Honestly, we don't care. We don't care that much.
Do we give a rip?
I don't give a rip about where Bill Belichick's son is coaching.
There you go. We said it. Okay, now we're on to another kind of a bummer of a division.
Yeah.
NFC South.
Canales left the Bucks. The Bucks are going to suffer.
Yep.
It's kind of like whatever. I think the Bucks will be worse than they were last year.
I agree. You got but it's hard because like.
So who wins this dumpster fire? The Falcons?
Yeah, that's what I think. And so my argument was going to be like, well, maybe they don't because who knows if Kirk Cousins is good anymore. But I trust Penix.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. If your guy Cousins sucks, my guy Penix will be better.
Yeah. So I do think it's the Falcons' division to lose. We'll put it that way.
Falcons are winning the division.
The Panthers are horrible. Bucks are going to be worse than last year. Saints are worse than the Bucks.
Yep.
That's how I would characterize that.
I've heard some people say that they think the Panthers are going to be a lot better this year than they were last year. I mean, it doesn't take much, right? They were
horrible.
1-16
I think they're
or
a 1-win team. I have them as a 1-win team again, but
I still don't buy it. I think they're a 1-win team again.
I agree with you. I don't think they might look better, but I think they're still going to lose almost every game.
You know how I was talking about the big helmet on Jonathan Taylor? We maybe already said this, but it's like Bryce Young looks like he's wearing that big helmet. But he's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't belong in the NFL.
No, the guy, I mean...
Prove us wrong, Bryce.
Listen, you can do as much as you want scheme-wise. The guy can't see over the offensive line, so I don't know what you want him to do. And
let me tell you this. You get guys that are small in the NFL, it doesn't work out. But if you got a guy like Drew Brees who looks like a sky-rise building...
Yeah.
When you're actually in person,
6'7", 6'9".
Yeah, that's why he worked, because he puts off a taller vibe.
Yeah, he's a larger than life persona, and so maybe even though he's listed at 6 foot,
he's not.
He's maybe about 7 foot.
What if conspiracy theory time? What if Drew Brees actually is 6'4" and he's like, no, I'm 6'0" this whole time,
just to kind of screw with people?
Yeah,
I like it.
That's a conspiracy theory.
That's a cool conspiracy.
Do you have a conspiracy theory to add?
No.
Okay, let's move on to NFC West.
This is actually a great division again, but my mind has changed on some of these teams.
Okay, let's start at the bottom.
Okay.
Cardinals.
Okay.
Is that the bottom or is it the Seahawks?
Yeah, no, they're the bottom for me. I had them at 9 and 8, and that's gone down.
I remember kind of razzing you for that.
Yeah, I deserved it, and it's so funny because listening to
people
other
think they might be okay.
People are very high on them, and I don't see it.
Yeah, Kyler Murray in the desert doesn't work.
I just think Kyler Murray doesn't work. I'm not a fan ever.
Kyler Murray doesn't work.
Yeah,
he likes Xbox too much.
Yeah, get the guy on Call of Duty, but not on the field, on the football field.
Yeah, not the gridiron. Get him on the gameplay.
Okay, Seahawks. We both had them at 7 and 10.
I think they might surprise us, man. I think that defense is going to be stout.
Going to be ready to go?
Yes.
So do you think better than 7 and 10?
Possibly, yeah. I don't think much better than that, but yeah.
I could see him being maybe a 9 and 8.
They might squeak in as a wild card.
Yeah.
I don't trust Geno Smith. I can't remember where we stand on this. I don't like Geno Smith.
You don't like
him,
I do. I think he's a decent quarterback.
I think he's like a Jacoby Brissett.
Okay, well, yeah, we disagree big time.
That's fine. We'll remain friends. I love you, bro.
I love you, too. I think you're still stuck in the days when he was punching guys in the locker room or getting punched or one of those two things. I don't really remember.
Vaguely remember that.
And I think now, he learned from Phillip Rivers. He's a new quarterback. He's a new man.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, Rams. Let's talk Rams for a second.
Exciting
you had them at 13 and 4.
I'm proud of my number there, and I stand by it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I had them at 9 and 8, and actually, I thought I did higher. I feel pretty good about 9 and 8. I actually think maybe lower than that, just because. Here's my thought.
Yeah, go for it.
And I'm gonna toot my horn as an expert because I was just recently in their locker room.
Yeah.
But one locker that I stopped in front of, who's actually no longer a player there, Aaron Donald,
AD
99, but maybe the best defensive player of this century.
You want to throw out a bet with that?
I just don't know what it is yet. But
Aaron Donald, best player, bet.
Yeah.
He's no longer there.
No longer there, so they have a big gap on their defense. Just isn't going to be the same.
Dude, I think they draft the best. I think they have it all figured out.
So here's my concern. I think their defense will be not as good, but it'll be, I think, fine, just not as good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think last year they got really lucky injury luck-wise.
Yeah.
And I think just given the players that they have, I don't think they're going to get that again.
I understand what you're saying, but I just don't agree.
And that's fine. It's fun to disagree sometimes.
Yeah.
But you're wrong.
The thing I'm scared about, though, is I doubt Stafford makes it a whole year.
That's what I'm saying.
Season.
I just don't think he's going to do it. So it's a matter of how bad is that injury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he's out for 2 games, then fine, they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
If he's out for 6 to 8, then that's going to be a problem.
I think if they make it in the playoffs, they could take down any team.
I agree with that. I do think that if you just say, okay, you have all your starters and you have one game to win, I think they could beat anybody.
Yeah.
But it's just, I think, people get worn down over the course of the season.
Well, that's a good segue. I think one of the most injured teams this training camp is the 49ers.
Okay, so let's just set the table here. You had them at 14-3. I had them at 12-5. I could have very easily gotten to 14-3 when we originally did this.
Yeah.
Now we've had a weird offseason for them. They've been in the headlines like way more than I think they would have liked to be.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like Brandon Ayuk's going anywhere, but who knows?
Yeah.
You got McCaffrey kind of hurt. He said if it was game time, he would have played.
Yeah, I think it's more of like a veteran day or veteran camp.
So, with all that said, what do you think? What's crept into my mind is I'm scared they're doing the Super Bowl hangover thing.
I think your number of 12-5 is closer to how they'll end than mine 14-3.
Yeah. I think that's how I'm feeling. I could even see them being 10-7 if things don't break their way.
So I think they're making the playoffs.
Yes.
But it's going to look a little different. Kind of like how the Chiefs looked last year, right?
Yeah, I think that is a great comp because I could see them just coming out a little bit flat.
Yeah.
They're still going to be phenomenal. Like, they have too many people on that team to not be.
And great coaching.
Great
ownership.
But I could just see them having stuff kind of break the wrong way a couple times.
It always does for them.
Yeah, and then it's a bummer. But yeah.
The 49ers are pretty interesting, and I think a lot of us are just going to shut up once we see them.
I'm sure. I want that so bad.
Yeah.
I want them to be as good as they could be. Yeah. And I say that, hey, you know what, NFL, we're going to tell it like it is always. But we are always wanting to get shut up by a team who says, no, we're going to be good this year.
Well, here, I'll go.
I'm looking at you, Giants.
I'll put my neck out there. Geno Smith, shut me up.
There it is. And he's going to. Geno knows how to shut a guy up.
Yeah. Just don't be violent, but prove me wrong.
Please don't be mean to me. Okay, all that said, if I remember correctly, I think we both had the same Super Bowl, and I think it was Ravens-Lions before.
Yeah.
Do you feel good about that still?
I don't know, man.
First of all, it got you real tired just asking you the question.
I would rather... I want the 49ers back in it, man. Like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? I almost think the Packers.
So what's where does your heart... What does your heart want? What's the Super Bowl your heart wants?
My heart wants the Ravens and the 49ers.
And who wins it?
Well, actually, my heart wants the Chargers and the 49ers. But it's going to be the Ravens and the 49ers, and I want the 49ers to win. I want Lamar to kind of get humiliated. Ooh. I want him to come back stronger.
Okay. That's good. Way to set up that storyline. Okay, so then that's your heart. What does your head say?
My head says Ravens still.
Yeah.
And my head says the Packers.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think that's far off for sure. I think that's that could very easily be the case. I think for me...
What does your heart say?
I mean, I think my heart says Ravens-Lions.
Yeah, I'd love that.
And I kind of think my head says the same thing.
Whoa.
I could see there's like a lot of ways it could go different, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think Ravens-Lions is very possible. I do think Packers could go, though. They're really good.
They're rising.
The only thing that scares me is is it possible that they have some regression and because they have so many young guys that it's maybe they just kind of got hot at the right time last season and everyone's like, yep, they're just going to be that going forward. And I wouldn't surprise me if they maybe hit some road bumps.
I mean,
but you could say that for any team.
Yeah, kind of similar thoughts like how I view the Texans.
Yeah.
Is how I should be viewing the Packers probably.
Yeah.
Where it's I mean, maybe it was a little flash in the pan or whatever they say, and pie in the sky or whatnot.
And maybe by that logic, if I feel so strongly about the Texans, I just need to continue to feel strongly about the Packers also.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe it's time for both of us to look in the mirror, you know, and stick to our guns.
I look in the mirror at least once a day.
Yeah, I would say I look in the mirror every morning.
Yeah.
You know, got to brush my teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, comb my hair, things like that.
Yeah.
I actually put on a nice moisturizing sunscreen also every morning.
I remember you told me that, and I'd like to get more info about that.
Kind of a big game changer for me. Anyway, any last thoughts on rankings? What's your biggest change, do you think, since we did this the first time around?
Probably the Bears look a lot better than I was, kind of look like what you're hoping they would look for.
Yeah.
Or look like. What else, though? There was a couple other ones that surprised me. Steelers, I think, going to be a lot worse than I was thinking.
Yeah.
The Jets.
Those are the three that I was going to say. Bears seem to be way better. Steelers seem to be way worse. And the Jets, I think now that it's getting closer to real football, I'm just more worried about them than I was when we first did this.
Yeah.
I don't know what... it's like a weird thing where, like, as you get closer to the season, injuries become, like, more real in my head.
Yeah.
So, like, when we talked about this, around draft time, it's like everyone's going to be fine and everyone's going to be their best. Like,
but then you start hehearing, like, McCaffrey dealing with this, whatever, this person dealing with that.
Yeah, you got plantar fasciitis. You got, rest in peace, Herbs.
Yeah, wherever you are, Justin, just elevate the leg.
Yeah.
Maybe pop in a football game, Madden or something.
Yeah,
and just practice.
Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. Take your time. Maybe I'm sure, I don't know if he has a wife or girlfriend.
Maybe get one.
And she can rub your foot.
Yeah.
Put your foot up. She can kind of rub it. You play your game. You kind of maybe have some buddies over to play with, so it's fun.
Us.
Have a fun atmosphere.
We can come over.
Yeah, we'll come over.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
I don't know why we wouldn't come over.
Yeah.
And it's just like, we're pretty good at Madden coaching. I'm not good at playing Madden.
We can
You're
help
better
you build
at playing.
a team. I'm pretty bad.
We could do like a franchise mode or something, and it would be very fun.
Justin, if you want, we can create our Andrew and Nikolai, and we can be your receivers.
Yeah, we like to do that. I would prefer tight end for me personally.
Yeah, I kind of just want to be tight end as well.
Yeah, okay, we're going to play kind of a heavy set. We're going to be a heavy team.
We'll block.
A lot of tight end work.
Yeah.
But I think Harbaugh will appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. Well, it'll help Justin get ready for the Harbaugh
You know what
year.
might be fun?
What?
I could see you as maybe a fullback. I don't know if that interests you.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
That'd be a fun one.
Yeah. So, just both in Madden and real life, Justin. Think about us.
Yeah, it'd be fun to be right by Justin in the formation.
You would be right next to him.
Yep.
Wow.
And I'd probably be like, hey, Justin, look out for the blitzer.
Yeah, the mic.
Yeah.
Check out the mic.
Yeah, just various ones.
Yeah.
Coach would tell me what to do, and I would do it.
You would have, what's their, never mind. I was going to say, what's their D coordinator? That doesn't matter. You'd be on offense.
Mentor.
Greg Roman, though, would be in your
Roman
ear.
would be my buddy.
He'd be like, hey, Moberly, block to the left.
Yes, sir.
And yeah. I feel like Greg Roman, it's funny because obviously we're joking, but I do feel like Greg Roman probably talks to the fullback when, like, over the headset mics.
It's just like, with an offense, one of the key players of my schemes is the fullback, so I'm in his ear the whole entire game. He relays it to Justin.
A lot of people say quarterback's most important position on the field. In my offense, it's the fullback. Fullback's he's kind of our key player on the field. So, whether that's Juszczyk or any other guy.
You don't need to be super skilled. It's a fullback.
It's a fullback.
Me?
It's a big body you put on the field, and you just get in the way of a guy. And that's
favorite fullback of all time. Easy, right?
Lorenzo Neal, baby.
Lorenzo Neal, number 42. Whew. Part of the Music City Miracle in Tennessee too.
Really?
Yeah,
I did not know that. That's
I think.
I don't think about them much, but it's so fun to think about those early Chargers.
Yeah.
Teams with Marty,
Tomlinson.
You got LT, you got Sproles, you got Neal. I don't know if they were all playing at the same time, but
probably.
You have Gates.
Yep. Philip Rivers, Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Vincent Jackson, Malcolm Floyd.
So many fun guys.
Natron Means, you remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like when we were really little.
That's it's funny because at that age you just don't appreciate the talent you have. It's crazy to me that they didn't go further.
Yeah.
Anytime.
I remember like in one of those runs, I was at my cousin's house and we were riding bikes, and it was like an apartment, I think.
Yeah.
And someone had left a mattress like up against a dumpster, and we're like, oh, cool, let's just put it on the ground, and we were like jumping our bikes over it. But I remember everyone yelling like, Chargers won!
Oh, yeah.
One of the playoff runs.
I love that. Maybe Seau?
Yes. Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Rest in peace, Junior Seau.
Yeah.
Blessings to his family.
Yeah. All the Seaus we're pulling for you guys.
Well, huge San Diego family.
Yeah.
Oceanside.
The O side.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, it's been a pleasure potting with you today.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the real football to start, kind of get back into the on season.
Here's the deal. Next week, I think I'm going to share my fantasy football draft results.
Oh, yeah.
A real one.
Love that.
And we're going to preview week 1.
Yes. Oh, it's time.
It's time.
Oh, I can't wait.
We saw a video about like bros.
Oh, bros.
Can you just say a couple of them?
Yeah. I'm just so psyched to be your bro.
Yeah.
And I love hanging out with you, bro.
Was one like, I'm amazed. I don't know, like mesmerizing or something. Like it's mesmerizing hanging out with you, bro.
Yeah, it's just,
something crazy.
That's
like
kind of how it feels.
Yeah, it's just amazing getting to hang out with you, bro.
Just you're my best bro, and it's great to be bros.
It is wonderful to be your bro.
Yeah. So, hey, and that's how we feel about you, Tuddy Buddies.
Yeah.
Tuddy Buddy Nation. And hey, we haven't shouted him out today, but just really quick.
Producer Knox.
Oh, whatever.
Producer Knox is at school.
He's at school right now, but I was going to say Romania, Russia,
United States,
U.S. If you're in a country and you're listening, we love you.
Yeah, we don't take it lightly. We really value these listeners.
Yeah, you mean the world to us. And as I said earlier, with the Charles story, if you're a listener, I'll change every opinion I've ever had for you.
Reach out. If you want us to say something, we'll say it.
Yep, I'll say anything.
Let's close this out.
Thank you. Thank you for listening today.
Cue the music.
Bye.
Bye.